Finally. Mm-hmm. Hello, 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 hello. Got people rolling in here on YouTube. Hello. Well, I did a video earlier about the restaurant owner in Fayetteville allegedly getting attacked and stuff. Guys, that it was storming and my damn feed was getting cut and all kinds of other shit. So it probably didn't happen. A lot of people seen it. But I will talk about that also. I'll do a recap of that. But I'm going to talk about the Straight Pride Parade, Freedom of Information Act, or the Freedom of Information Act it was filed for. Okay, guys, might I say that? Because that's more accurate. Just in a minute, I'll get into it. My old Chris, old Lonnie, Bill, Janet, Dewey, over on YouTube. Yeah, more accurate. Oh, well, yeah. Guys, Lauren filed for Freedom of Information Act. Now, Lauren's in with the organizers of she filed for Freedom of Information Act to see what the cost would be, what they charged the LBGT community and all the other shit in Boston. Okay, all right, because that's things we need to know. If the Straight Pride Parade is going to get a fair shake on the price and the stipulations of having a parade, then we need to know what the hell they charge the LBGTs to have basically the same thing. And what the stipulations was to the LBGTs to have the same thing. Well, they sent Lauren the FOIA on the Straight Pride Parade application. In her email, she never specified or never said anything about straight pride. She said the gay pride parade by the LBGTs. They did not want, and I'm just going to tell you, they didn't want to send her the damn FOIA. So that's the reason they sent her the one for the straight pride. I guarantee you they researched her because she had to put her name out there in her email. And they found out that she was with the Straight Pride Parade people, and that's the reason they sent her the FOIA to the Straight Pride Parade application. And that is not what she asked for. So she's got to come back out and call them again and try to get one for the Gay Pride Parade, guys. Yes, they're stonewalling. That shit wasn't no accident, guys. It wasn't no accident at all. They did not want to give her the damn actual copy of what they charged the Gay Pride Parade people up there on their damn parade. Yeah. No, they did not. And now they're going to say, oh, well, sorry. we made a mistake. How convenient for you to make those kinds of mistakes. And then you know what? They'll drag it out for another month. It'll be probably mid-August before they actually find out what they actually charge the LBGTs. If not later. Yeah. So there you go, guys. They're already getting stonewalled up there. That wasn't no mistake. Not when you never mentioned Straight Pride Parade at all in the email that you pacified the Gay Pride Parade. They didn't even know Lauren was with the Straight Pride people. They researched her because she filed for a FOIA and found out she was. And that's the reason they throwed her the curveball. I'm not no damn fool. Okay? So, just so y'all know, we don't know what the hell it costed the gay pride people in Boston because they sent us the wrong FOIA. There you go. And now they can palm it off and say, oh, our bad, our mistake. We got confused and we sent you the wrong one. That's to cover their ass. So, Lauren will be calling the city of Boston probably tomorrow and talking to them again down there, try to get the FOIA on the Gay Pride Parade. Yeah. Well, and another thing I was going to talk about, I did this earlier, okay, on YouTube. Storming connection got cut, so forth and so on. All right. The restaurant owner in Fayetteville that was opened up the New American. If you don't remember, I made a post about it, played the video across Facebook and YouTube here. And basically, the LBGT were trying to shut him down from opening his restaurant, saying that he was homophobic, whatever. Okay. The LBGT community and the liberals of that area. And he did come out and say that he wanted an apology, and they had to have an apology by the 13th of August, or he was going to see them on the dark side of the moon. All right. That's not a threat, any whatsoever. You know? So, anyway, guys, that's not a threat. Okay, this is what happened. According to Channel 5, according to him being interviewed by Channel 5. I think it was July the 7th, he got attacked in Springdale, got jumped by a bunch of people. And he's claiming they beat the shit out of him and tried to kill him. Now, he was in the hospital when Channel 5 did an interview with him. He may have filed a formal complaint with Springdale PD. Channel 5 checked into it. Springdale PD didn't give him no confirmation that he did. All right, he was renting this building out, or he was renting this building from a family. This family, after he did the press conference with Channel 5 the first time, they went and filed a restraining order against him, saying that he was making threats by saying that we'll meet you on the dark side of the moon. So now the guy can't even enter the place of business he was going to open, that he has money invested in. The actual store owners is claiming that once they inquired about a late payment, he threatened property damage also. Now, guys, I don't really know what to believe. What's all the facts on this? This is pretty much he said, she said shit at the moment. But I can tell you how they're treating him out here on social media. The LBGTs and the liberals of that area. They're treating the dude like shit. Just like they treated the highway like shit. They're a bunch of shit talkers. Okay? You damn right. I know. I ain't got to see it. I already know what they've pretty much been saying about this guy and how they've been trying to ruin his reputation. I pretty much already know how they've been trying to shut his damn business down because I've seen how they operate up there. And they're just like the damn commies up there in Portland, Oregon. And yes, they're striving very hard to get the politicians of the area in their back pocket, just like the commies of Portland, Oregon. Ain't no difference. Yeah. So, like I said, me and Del Brock is going to be further looking into this shit that's going on up there in that area. We've already had encounters with these people up there, so we kind of already know how they are. Okay. They've already come out and they've shit talked us on social media back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for quite some time. We know that they're not about coexisting with Christians or Trump supporters or anything else. They're all about the the annihilation of Christian Trump supporters and so forth. They don't want to coexist. They're wanting to run roughshod over everybody, just like those bastards are doing in Portland, Oregon. Not a bit different. And now the city of Fayetteville is wanting to pass LBGT laws that violate our Constitution here in the state of Arkansas. Yes, they would have to rewrite portions of our state constitution because of what they want up there in Fayetteville. And also, they're trying to get voted in where non registered citizens of Fayetteville, registered voters, can sit on the city committees and city council. Really? That's what city committee is, pretty much city council. So you can bring these out of state Fruit Loops in, and they can sit there and make policy and decisions for the city of Fayetteville. Also, if you're not a registered voter, you can probably even be an illegal and sit in on the policy makings of Fayetteville, Arkansas. Like I said, me and Del Brock's looking into all this. We're busy, guys. We're pretty tied up. Like I said, I've got the Straight Pride Parade thing happening in late August. Got a lot of other things going on right now, too. But let you remind you, we will be addressing Fayetteville and the debauchery of shit going on up there. We know they do not like Trump supporters. We know that they're not big on Christians. We know all this. So, like I said, guys, we will address it. It just may not be here in the next month or so. I would like to see what happens with Mr. Dunn further. I really would, guys. Because I don't like going off half cocked. I kind of like to know exactly what the deal is. But make no mistake, I know these people are harassing the shit out of him because they've harassed the shit out of us for our beliefs. So I know if they did it to us, they damn sure did it to him. True story, guys. This world is slipping into an abyss. It really is. It's slipping into an abyss, guys. You know, this shit's happening right in our own backyard. This shit ain't Portland, Oregon. No, 150 miles from me. And you know what? I figured they'd be just as damn violent up there as they are in Portland. Much shit they talk. They talk just as much shit as Portland does. Well, yeah, yeah, they better be careful. The West Coast is quaking, and the big one may be coming. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, I mean, guys, I listened to some Alex Jones today. I was out working. I just stuck my phone in my pocket, turned my Bluetooth on when I wasn't running no damn loud equipment. And I was listening to Alex Jones and so forth, and they were talking about the nuclear plants out there that's volatile to the shaking and stuff like that. And basically, on the Alex Jones show, they're telling people get the hell out of California, pretty much. And then Alex Jones was talking about basically Facebook's new policy that you can threaten anybody that Facebook deems the enemy. Yeah, pretty much. And that's pretty much any of your right wing characters. It's in their new Facebook policies Jones is going over. And guys, this is what I've been trying to tell y'all and going back to it. What it is the liberals is trying to deem anybody that they deem, or what they're trying to do is they're trying to demonize anybody that don't agree with them and call them a Nazi. And justify doing bad shit to them, harm, either physical or whatever, is being justified because you don't agree with them. That there is no law for the right. They get no justice. This is a very scary thing, guys. Very scary. Because when there's not equal justice out here, then there is no law. Y'all not understand that? When the law does not work equally for the right as it does the left, there is a breakdown of law. That means they can do pretty much anything they want to and get by with it because they say you're a Trump supporter or you're a nationalist or you're a white nationalist, or they can call you a Nazi because you will fly a Confederate flag or a racist. And nobody better have any sympathy for whatever the hell they do to you because you deserve it. And we all know, guys, that if the citizens does not push the law being enforced, the enforcers will just half-ass enforce it. We all know this, guys. Because now you're tried in a court of public opinion. And the court of public opinion is overflowing into the court of law. And that ain't how our system was set up. That's the reason we've got the witch hunt going on in Washington, D.C. like we do. Have y'all not noticed that? Pretty much to validate what I'm saying here. Is they did a 2-year investigation and spent millions of dollars investigating Russian collusion with Donald Trump. We all know they did that. It's been all over the news for how long? The Mueller report come back and said there was no collusion, there was no obstruction. He's the law enforcement agent. Y'all understand this? He was the guy, the head investigator for the FBI to investigate all this. Spent 2 years doing it. And he was an asshole most of the time. Y'all understand this too? He comes back with the report and nobody wants to accept it. No, they don't want to accept it. And they're still talking about it like Trump colluded. Trump obstructed. And they're still trying to backdoor this bullshit after Mueller come out and said there was no obstruction, no collusion. The law didn't work in exactly their favor, and they don't like it. And that's the reason they're not giving this shit up. Totally not. Yes, I know Pelosi's bitching about the younger House members. They're having their own little falling out there. That's what I'm saying, guys. Totally what I'm saying. And that's happening across the board. Just like with the new Facebook policies. And that's going to be spreading more and more, guys. Laura Loomer filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Facebook of defamation of character. Several people is filing big lawsuits against Facebook. Will they win them? Who knows? But they're definitely censoring and shutting people down. They've been doing that for quite a while. That's nothing new. The corporate America, the biggest majority of corporate America, is crawling on the bandwagon with the liberals because of that almighty dollar. They're hedging their bets. And now they're trying to drag Trump over the coals, saying he was affiliated with Epstein. He hadn't talked to Epstein in 15 years. He didn't like Epstein because Epstein was creepy. Trump ain't got nothing to hide. I'm telling you that right now when it comes to Epstein. He ain't got shit to hide. But I'll tell you the ones that does have a lot to hide. Oh, Slick Willie. And a lot of those others up there has got a hell of a lot to hide. But you don't see the Democrats saying a whole lot about them now, do you? Mm-hmm. No, you're not going to either. I mean, and I even seen a picture of Woody Harrelson. He was standing there with Epstein on Epstein's Island. Now, I ain't saying everybody that went to Epstein Island or flew on the Leota Express was actually doing anything degenerate. But if they went there multiple times, guys, yeah, they were more likely were doing degenerate shit. Okay? Let's just face it. Yeah, and people that didn't really know Epstein, and they went out, visit with him, whatever, seen some of his shit that he was doing. Most of them didn't like it, didn't come back. But the ones that didn't bother kept coming back. Treason Bill rode on the Leota Express 26 times. Trust me, he didn't feel bad about what was going on. You know? And yes, I was told Trump did ban him from Mar-a-Lago. Because he's creepy. Like I said, guys, it's going to be a wild ride. I'm going to tell you, man, conservatives, they're going to have to take this country back. They are. They're going to have to put their petty ass differences to the side. They're going to have to grow up, put their big boy pants on and big girl pants on. And they're going to have to make up their mind what's important to them. Because sitting back on your ass, you're going to lose your country and you're going to lose your freedom right along with it. And who are you to blame? Who you going to blame that shit on? The government? You're the fourth branch of it. Might go look in the mirror. It's your responsibility to hold a politician accountable. You've got all the power to go out there and organize and rally and bring attention to this shit. If you lose your freedom, it's your own fault. You could have done something about it. The people are really passive these days. The right's passive. The left ain't passive, guys. No shit, no. They'll bog up in your ass. They'll want to get violent. They'll want to hit you. They're not passive. Shit, no, they're the ones that initiates all the violence. It's the conservatives are passive because they're scared of what they're going to lose or what somebody's going to say. They won't say nothing at all. Hide in the closet. They'll come off that shit real quick, like. You know, I know coming out here, he playing a part as big as I have, or Del Brock has, or many others out here has. Guys, it has its repercussions. You can go Google Billy Sessions, Confederate Billy Sessions Highway. There's about 5 pages of shit comes back on me on Google. Yeah, there is. You can do Del Brock the same way. Most of these other guys out here that's been pretty active in this. Guys, coming out here doing what we do has not done us any favors. It hasn't. Getting trashed throughout the internet hadn't done us any personal favors. It hadn't. We put our ass out here, not only our ass on the line when we step out of a vehicle at one of these events, but we put our reputation on the line. We put our livelihood on the line. Do this shit. Most people just will not do. They just won't do it because they don't see the left being a big enough problem for it to be done. Now, if you'll go watch, okay, Sam Culper made part 4 of Civil War #2. You need to go watch part 4. If you haven't watched the Civil War series by Sam Culper, the Ford Observer, you need to go watch it. Because he's pretty much said the same thing I've been saying for the last year and a half. And guys, he is a government contractor and he is a data analysis, threat assessment analysis. And he's pretty much spot on. There's probably not going to be much more people fighting in this Civil War than what's fighting right now. Probably maybe 2 or 3 times what's fighting right now. But it's not going to be millions of people fighting. No. People don't fight when they're fat and happy. As long as they got something to lose, they won't fight. It's when they ain't got nothing to lose is when they fight. They're not going to gather up. They're not going to go try to storm D.C. and take D.C. No, ain't going to happen. Matter of fact, they'd have to fight their way in and fight their way out, just like he says. Ain't going to happen. Probability very small. People's not going to travel long distances away from their families and everything else to take up arms and go fight. Not going to do it. He's correct about that. Like I said, guys, it's a reality check to what's going on. Yes, there will be what you call regional violence, stuff like that. Just exactly what's going on right now. Just worse. Just amped up a whole hell of a lot. Like I said, if y'all haven't already went and watched it, you need to go watch it because the guy's spot on about every damn thing he says. He's not running off of feelings. He's running off of pure numbers. He's running off of logic. That's something we ain't got a mass abundance of. So, like I said, Forward Observer is the name of his channel. It's Civil War II, and there's a 4-part series. So, well, guys, I'm going to hop off of here. Y'all have a good night. God bless. And we'll catch y'all later.